Hey, long time no see. I wanted to come back because so much stuff has been happening in the news. I'm about to burst if I don't speak on it. So I first wanted to talk about how funny Joe Rogan's on the news for misinformation. I think my first video that I posted it's gonna be 3 years ago, where I spoke about how much I loved listening to him because the art of conversation, he's big on that. And it's so crazy how now he's in the news because supposedly he's spreading misinformation, which doesn't make sense. He's talking about another side of information because the media is dominating only one particular side. So how is he spreading misinformation, especially when he's talking to doctors? Complete bupkis, and it's baffling how he even had to explain himself. Quite bizarre, but that's where we are. Another thing that I found weird in the news, hence why I was so compelled to post a snippet of my viewpoints, is because of like all the horrible crime that's been happening, especially to the youth. And I have a different perspective on it that I don't know if a lot of people have thought about. The tragic deaths of the two young officers, Jason Rivera and Wilbert Mora, 22 years old and 27. Yeah, they were killed by a criminal, we get it, and how horrific was that? But I looked at it like they were babies, they were so young. And they were answering the call of duty, and they were killed by a 47-year-old, a guy that could practically have been their father, like that old. Not the discrepancy between their age and his age. It's like it wasn't another punk. It was an older man compared to their age, and he ended their life when they were just beginning and they were doing the righteous thing. And then the 19-year-old Cristal Byron Nieves. I wrote the names here. They're on the side in case I forget. 19 years old. She was killed by a 30-year-old loser. And how about Brianna Keffer? I hope I'm saying her name correctly. 24. Killed by a 31-year-old. The fuck is up with these men, bro? Sorry for my French. But we need to look at this differently. First of all, we're in a crisis because a lot of people aren't returning back to work. So here we have idealistic young people thinking, hoping they can make a difference. Even the politicians are urging people to go back to work. And this is their reward? Death? Cristal had to die on the Burger King floor? Why aren't we protecting our youth? If they're being braver than these freaking disgusting old lazy people that want to commit crimes, can we at least bare minimum not protect them? Maybe it's not working, lessening prison sentences or the bail reform. I mean, if young people are getting killed for working, isn't that a red flag? Has anybody looked at it? It's not other people suffering, it's literally the young people that they're gung-ho, they're ready to start life, and this is who's getting penalized? Maybe we shouldn't get mad at the young people who decide to make a career off TikTok and YouTube. I mean, hey, we're making fun of them while China is watching videos about engineering and how to be doctors, while our youth is trying to learn makeup tutorials and all that stuff. But hey, should we continue to push them to be out there and work for what? To get killed? The absurdity of it. Why was Brianna at the furniture store by herself? Doesn't the furniture store, don't they know what's going on in California? They couldn't have a security guard there. She was literally in the store by herself. Talk about cutting corners. At least have her working with somebody else in this day and age. Simple. You could do simple adjustments to make things work. That's preposterous. And Pobrecita Cristal, 19 years old, working the graveyard shift. Because a full-fledged adult wasn't going to take that spot, right? But her being naive, thinking, I'm going to work. It'll be alright. United States is failing the youth. And this needs to be looked at again. Because we're so busy looking at other things and we're trying to make things right, we're making it worse. And if the children are our future, like Whitney Houston said, we're supposed to protect them, let them lead the way. This needs to be revisited, because how are we going to move forward as a nation and let the younger people carry things to the next level if they're being killed by people who should either be behind bars or they themselves be at a job or a mental health facility? Not to be crude, but this is reality. A 22-year-old cop that was doing the right thing should not have been murdered. I'm just saying. But yeah, I didn't do any jokes. This was totally a somber topic. So, bye.